What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Life with Jen and CG. Baby, you excited?
I am super excited because this is something new that we're doing. And as you know, Basketball Wives premiered on October 9th, season 11. And so, what I'm going to start doing, and CG is going to do it with me because you're going to see him more on Basketball Wives, I'm going to recap the episodes because I feel like you never get to hear my voice. You only hear what I tweet or if I make a comment on social media. And listen, we film those scenes for a really long time and you only get to see a few minutes. So now you're going to get to hear my behind the scenes and what I think of the episodes and how it was edited. So I'm excited about it because it's something I've never done and I think it'll be cool for the channel.
For sure, for sure. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, hit that notification bell to stay updated because we have so much to give you guys. I know we were away for a little bit, we've been traveling, but
Yes.
every week you're going to get a recap of what's going on and from our perspective because, of course, they cut out a lot of stuff with editing. So,
Yeah, and
yeah,
it only gets better. There's so much more that's going to happen on this season, and a lot of it does involve Christian. So I'm happy that he's going to be able to give his perspective on what he feels happened on the episode, how it was edited. So it'll be great. You guys will get a behind the scenes, and you'll get to hear from us, which is the most important thing. With that being said, let's get right into it. I know we had episode 1 and 2, which we didn't recap, so we'll just touch base on that a little bit and then we'll jump into episode 3. Sounds good, right?
yeah, that's
let's
good.
do
That's
it.
good.
I just want to segue for a moment and say thank you to Self Made Studios. We are here filming this episode. Yeah.
We lit.
So we have a little rose here. Shout out Bel Air. And we're doing pink because it is October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I have my pink skirt on, my pink Nikes, my pink Kelly bag. So yeah, ladies, make sure you get those boobies checked out because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So would you like to do the honors and pop a bottle of rosé?
Because I didn't get the memo. I mean, I knew it. I know what October is, but I don't.
Oh,
I own pink like that. I don't really.
Yeah, you forgot your pink.
But this will do.
Well, since we're just starting to do this recap, I'm just going to touch on episode 1 and 2 really quickly. I don't know what came with what, but I will say so the first episode, obviously, we have Evelyn back on Basketball Wives. Brooke threw a party for her, and we have a couple newbies on the show. And yeah, I guess they wanted to come with the smoke. But
Did you bring the fire? You know that's your.
well, I'm trying to I'm just trying to be cool. I feel like when the new girls come on the show, it's like you want to be welcoming, but for some reason these girls like came in, woo, we always love that sound.
Oh, that sound.
They kind of came in, I feel, with a motive. And I'm going to say my very first scene that I filmed for season 11, we filmed things out of sequence. So it was with Vanessa. And I just was a little taken back because I had never met this woman. And then she starts delivering all this information about Evelyn. And obviously, it's like, okay, I'm sitting there, she's telling me this. So I have to engage because we are on the show and I have to go tell somebody. That's kind of how it works. Like, you guys think people are being bone collectors or being messy. If someone says something on camera, somebody has to deliver it to somebody else. It has to make sense to the audience. So she's telling me all this information. I'm like, oh God, like, I don't even want to hear this. This has nothing to do with me. It actually has nothing to do with you either. So that started out a little rocky and I was kind of looking at her like, what? And I was also looking at the producers like, did y'all set me up? Because what the hell? I'm like fresh off of a plane. I just got my makeup done. And I walk into a whole shit show.
Yeah.
It was like crazy. I think I had called you, babe. And I was like, what the hell, this crazy lady? It was just so
Yeah,
weird.
I think it was something from 10 years ago. It was like a. You know,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like 10 years ago. She's still harping on it. She's like, Amy's my friend. I'm like, girl, okay. but I felt like Vanessa was being strategic and telling me because she had already had scenes with Jackie and she probably didn't know where I stood with Evelyn. So she's like,
Right, right.
okay, maybe I can get her to be an ally. Like, girl, I'm not an ally in no messy shit. Keep me out of it. So, we kind of see where that went. Episode 2, it blew up.
It got
And
it got it got a little bad. 'Cause, South Central.
yeah,
Brooke
Brooke.
stepped in, and it got. I'm like, oh, you poked the wrong bear. So yeah, it was
Um,
it was crazy. It was tough.
Yeah. So episode 2 was a little heated with Evelyn and Vanessa. Then Brooke stepped in. I wasn't really filming too much because I was in Atlanta. I
Yeah,
filmed with Vanessa. Then I flew back home because I had some business to take care of. Your girl is booked and busy. And so I was home for about a week. I had to get my car shipped. I had to pack. And then I flew back and I went to Shawnee's dinner. I think I had just got in that day actually, and that's when everything happened. So that was a whole mess. Also on that episode, we had Brittany Renner go to dinner with Shaq, and TMZ caught the pictures. Somehow they were just, in the Beverly Hills Hotel, hanging out, waiting for people to show up.
I love the
Take some
fact that
photos.
I love the fact that Shawnee's so unbothered. Because of course I don't think you did, but they asked her, well, Shawnee, how do you feel about this?
Well, I mean, for me, I knew Shawnee didn't care because obviously she's moved on. She's happily married. She has an amazing husband. Her pastor is super, super dope. Love him for her. But for me, it's the principle. I'm like, okay, you're on this woman's show because she's an executive producer. We're going to call it what it is. And then you go to dinner with her ex husband, her children's father, and we're conveniently filming at the time. So it's like, cool, you could do that, but at least there's a girl code and give somebody a heads up. I don't talk to Brittany like that, but she has a relationship with Evelyn. It's like, damn, at least tell her, like, hey, girl, I don't know how this is gonna look. The Paps were there, they caught some photos, but this is what happened. So, yeah, that happened on episode 2 as well. And wait, babe, let me ask you. So you got introduced episode 1. How did you feel about your first time on?
Television?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on stages and stuff, and it's different. Because, like, you look totally different on a screen, like on TV.
And the camera adds 10 pounds.
It does add 10 pounds. And I've been on a weight loss journey, full transparency. So, I mean, it was cool.
Good.
Shout out to Clint, too. Clint, because I know you watch the channel. My barber had me right. And I was telling Jen,
Line up.
I'm like, yo, if you in LA, gotta go see my boy Clint at the Rich Barber. But I mean, it was cool. I mean, even in the process of filming, the producers are just like, yo, you're not nervous? I'm like, no, it's just objects, it's a camera, I'm being me. So yeah, it was dope. It was dope. And
How did you feel about the way you were portrayed? I know we haven't really got into the bulk of
The-
you
yeah, the meat
being
and
on the
potatoes.
show because it gets so much better. But just your initial, here's the thing, because that scene that we filmed at the pool, obviously, like
Oh,
we
yeah.
film for like an hour and a half by the time they set up the lights, we get mics, we talk. So we film for so long, and then when you see the episode, it's only like a few minutes. And
Yeah,
you're like,
like,
damn,
yeah,
I sat
put in
there
all
all
this
this
work.
time, did this, was hot as hell, and you just show like 3 minutes. So how did you feel about what they edited and what the audience saw?
I feel like it was some critical parts that they left out from the conversation. You know what I mean? So, like, our conversation got deep. We started talking business. You know what I'm saying? Like how excited I was to be in LA, the restaurants, the trap. Like they put none of that out. It was like, all right, cool. Here's CG, whatever. But I mean, overall, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just here to support. There's a lot of people out there saying, oh, he's looking for a come up. He's an opportunist. Listen, I got my own bag. I'm cool. I'm just here to amplify and be a supportive fiance. Of course, I can say that now because when I came onto the show, I was just the boyfriend, right? But I'm being a supportive fiance. They can keep the checks as long as they're sending the check to this account, right? So yeah, I mean we're I mean it was cool. I mean, I got feedback from fam. Of course, my mom's excited to see me. The fam is like, oh my
Your mom's
God.
gonna be on as well.
Yeah, I think my mom is more so toward the
Yeah,
end.
towards the end, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, segueing into episode 2, I think it was a little bit of yeah. We had the scene at the apartment,
Oh
the
yes.
smoothie scene. I bought
So
you a
the
smoothie.
crazy
Yeah,
thing is that episode 2, what we filmed at the apartment, that was really supposed to be episode 1. That was supposed to be his introduction scene, but they switched it around. They wanted it to be like more splashy and glam. So that was actually your first scene that you filmed,
yeah.
episode 2,
Yeah.
where you brought the smoothies
This
in.
is what y'all don't understand. The way they edit, like what y'all see, it's reality, but it's like
They're telling a story. So
it's a
here's
story,
the thing. We
yeah.
don't have control over the way they tell the story. So they're going to tell it the way they want to tell it. So that's why I'm excited to do this segment after the show, because we can kind of tell our own story. We can't give the show away, which there's so much more to come, but at least we can talk about what has already aired.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So yeah, I think we should just go ahead and jump into episode 3.
I think we should toast first to breast cancer awareness month.
Yeah, go get those mammograms, ladies.
Take a little sip.
So I'm not really a rosé girl. I like
That's too
brut.
sweet.
Rosé is a little sweet for me. It has a lot of grams of sugar, so I try and stay away from rosé. But it's a special month. It's pink. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we're gonna go ahead with the rosé. So yeah, let's jump right into episode 3. The episode started with Evelyn and Brittany again talking about Shaq and who reached out to who, the receipts, the screenshots. It's like you can say this, you could say that, and then there's screenshots.
It was heated.
So
That was a heated episode. I felt the tension through the screen.
yeah, I mean, it didn't start out heated because it kind of led up to the drama. But anyway, Brittany claims that Shaq reached out to her, which we saw on the screenshots, or I don't know if they showed the screenshots.
They didn't show it, but she showed Evelyn, and then Evelyn confirmed that he indeed messaged her.
Yes,
But she
so-
invited him to dinner.
So, okay, also what you didn't see at the dinner when we were talking about her going to dinner with Shaq, she explained that they have been friends for 10 years. They were pen pals. And I was like, pen pals? Did one of y'all go to jail and I didn't know about it? It was like, so this is what they didn't show. So she says that he reached out to her first, which that was true in the screenshots, but I guess she then invited him to dinner. I don't know. I'm staying out of it. It's not really my business, but that's how the episode started. Then I think it moves on. And I got to give Brooke her flowers, because Brooke has been dealing with so much. I mean, I can't even imagine what she has been going through, losing her daughter in a car accident. And for me, it was just really great to see her. Like, I love when they show our families, our significant others. Like, we have lives outside of this drama on the show. So it was good to see Brooke with her dad. I know she has a really great relationship with her dad. So I always like to see those moments. I think it gives the show some balance where it's not all drama.
For sure.
And I don't have such a great relationship with my dad, so it's nice to see Brooke with her dad and how they interact. So I think that was like a good thing. And just, yeah, Brooke, you get your flowers. You're
Shout out to you, Brooke.
yeah, I mean, her strength is just unmatched. I tell her that all the time. So yeah, she's going through a lot. So we have to, give her grace and just keep sending up prayers for her. So that was cool to see. And then, oh boy, yes, me and Jackie. So it was funny.
Yeah, y'all met at the spot with the salmon bites.
Oh my God, this restaurant. Oh, what is the name of it?
I forget.
I don't remember the name. But
when we find it, we're gonna put it, because I know a lot of our subscribers are in the California area, LA area.
if you're in LA and
So
you're in
we'll drop it.
Inglewood, it is a Black-owned wine bar The food is simply amazing. The salmon bites are to die for. So I filmed a scene there with Jackie, and prior to me going to the scene, CG and I were at Creation, which is an all natural, amazing
Right.
place by the house that we get
Shout
our
out to Creation.
smoothies
Yeah.
and yeah, everything organic. So I saw this peaceful juice and I said, you know what?
That's it.
I said, babe, I haven't had a one-on-one with Jackie. I'm gonna bring this peaceful juice.
Not only is it peaceful juice, it's actually very good.
Yes,
Well,
it actually
Jackie is
tastes.
actually on a journey, so it had like cucumber and mint. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
Jackie is
It's
on a weight
good.
loss
So
journey. I mean, I feel like she's always on one, but you know, shout out to her because I think she did lose some weight. So anyway, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I'm going to have like a peace treaty with her. Let me bring some peaceful juice. And she actually, I think she thought originally that I was giving her my lunch bag
no,
because
she
I
thought
was,
it was a gift. So she thought it was a gift.
it was a
I mean, it
gift.
was a gift, but she thought it was a your type of gift, like yeah, like Neiman Marcus.
Oh, don't even get us started on that Neiman stuff. Yeah, so I brought this peaceful juice and listen, like I told her, I'm in a great place in my life where I'm not really trying to go back in the past, entertain drama. I'm literally wanting to move forward on the right foot with everybody.
Yeah.
So the past is the past. We're not talking about the deluxe room. We're not talking about the document. None of it. Like, let's just move forward. It's water under the bridge. I came with a peace offering, which was peace juice, and that's it. Like, I don't have a problem with her. I never did, so I felt like she just started poking at me. And I'm like, girl, what did I do? So,
Well,
yeah.
Jack, you know I love you. I told you, and I also told Jen. You know, she's just she got that motherly instinct. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. So I know y'all. I'm glad y'all were able to hash it out because it was just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. What happened happened, but we're
No, I'm happy we
yeah.
hashed it out. And, you know, it's like you never know. Something else might arise. But for right now,
Right. You
for
never know what
episode
the-
3, we good.
Okay, so what about when, if I can recall, what about when you, Brooke, and Jackie met up at some clothing store or something
Oh,
like that?
yes. Remember that was right by the house on Melrose?
Yeah.
So, yes, so Jackie, Brooke, and I, we went to go clothing shopping. And this was like the first time since the reunion that Jackie and Brooke have really talked, and I guess they were cordial at the party on the first episode, but they hadn't really had like any one-on-one time. And we all know what happened at the reunion. It was very explosive. You guys didn't even see half of it, but it was very uncomfortable to watch and to be there. It was even more uncomfortable. So I was happy that we were able to meet up. It was cordial, and they got a chance to basically hash things out. And I don't know if Jackie apologized, but
She did. She did. Basically, what Brooke was saying was, and I think this was super significant. Basically, Jackie says she's working through the motions, and she said she doesn't know if she needs therapy for it, but she basically said, excuse me, basically said, I don't know how to grieve. Like I still haven't grieved my mother. I don't know if you recall that.
yeah, I remember her
And
saying
Brooke was just like, listen, I don't care if you come to my house and we just sit in complete silence. It's
Right.
just sometimes I need my tribe just to be there. We don't have to speak. Or even if you call me and say, Brooke, I don't know what to say. But you called, you reached out. So Brooke was
Right.
upset with her because, you know, she never got a call. And I couldn't imagine losing a child. So, you know.
Well, and so Jackie did say that she reached out. I guess she had showed, which you probably are not privy to this information, but it was after the reunion aired or during, I don't remember, but it was like this whole thing where Jackie went online and she was screenshotting the messages that she sent to Brooke and whatever. I don't really know. The point is, when you lose somebody, and especially a child, I don't have children, I don't know how that feels, but I did lose my mother. Nobody knows what to say, right? And it's nothing you can really do because you can't bring the person back. there's no right thing to say, but also not saying anything is not the right thing either. So it can be just like a simple gesture. So I
Yeah.
think that's just the whole significance here. But they have put that past them and they have moved on. And I'm super excited about that because it just was, it wasn't good. And it wasn't good witnessing that at the reunion. So one battle down, a million more to go.
And even what I pay attention to a lot of things too. Like even with that hug that they gave, and of course they put all their differences to the side. It was genuine to me. I don't know how other viewers looked at it, but I've actually been around them both, and I believe that was kind of breaking the ice of like what, all right, cool, we're good for now. So yeah, I think pretty much after that scene, I think that's when things started to get a
Yeah,
little
things took a
rocky.
little turn, but I do want to shout out one of the new girls, Giselle. I think she's super dope. She's amazing. She is different to the show because she dates a WNBA player. We've never had that, but I love the way she rides for Natasha Howard. That's her girl. You're going to meet her on the show. Next episode, she does a party for her, which CG comes to as well. You saw that in the preview, so I'm not giving anything away. But I really love how she advocates for her. Like, she was like, listen, like, these girls, they put in hard work. They don't get to fly private. They don't make as much money as the guys. Like, obviously, we know that. But I just love how she rides for her. I love their relationship. I think Giselle is super dope. She's just very genuine. She's like, look, I'm a country girl. This is who I am.
Yeah.
Take it, love me, leave me, hate me. I don't care. So I love that about her. And she's not trying to like comfort anybody. She's just trying to like be a part of what's going on.
Yeah, she's very big on, like, even me and her had a conversation off to the side when we were shooting. She was like real big on sisterhood. Like, I'm not here for the drama. I'm not here to get jack the ratings up. I'm here to literally create a sisterhood, right? And she's trying to build her brand. And a shout out to you, Giselle, from me, because you spoke about WNBA players flying commercial. They're not able to fly private, right? Their incomes are not like NBA. And also, when the 6-month season is over with the WNBA, they got to go overseas to play 6 months. So that's a full year. So you sacrificing and making your relationship work with everything that's thrown at you. I love it for sure.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. There was a scene with all the newbies. It was Giselle, Vanessa, Cleanna, and Brittany. And I can put it out there because you saw in the preview that I get into an altercation with Cleanna. I just have to say, she's just a weirdo to me. It was like, okay, this girl showed up to Shawnee's event and nobody knew her.
So who did she come with?
No one.
Because I'm still trying to.
Right. So that's the thing. Like, I was trying to ask her that at the ice skating rink because here's the thing, to the audience, it kind of has to make sense. Like, okay, who do you know? Like, do you know Evelyn? Do you know Jackie? Like, she came to Shawnee's event. They had her come to Shawnee's event, but she was never really like introduced to the audience as like anybody. She just was at this event. So when I'm asking her at the ice skating rink, which is how everything escalated, I'm like, hey, so like, who do you know? We're sitting here filming a segment. Some random person sits down there. We would be like,
Yeah, where you come from? That's
right.
crazy.
So this is the question of the day. Cleanna, where did you come from? Like, why is that such a big deal? And why do you feel the need to get hostile? Because I'm like, who's in front of you? Who do you know? Like, girl, how are you around?
Yeah, that's.
So she wanted to do her big one, stick her chest out like, I don't need nobody to validate me, blah, blah, blah. Ma'am, back up. You're being weird. I didn't even say it with animosity. It was just like, hey, like, who do you know? Like, girl, what?
Yeah,
And she
got
took
on
it to a whole nother level.
defense mode. It was crazy.
And it was just like, wait, what? So then she gets Brittany started. Brittany was already drinking. Brittany had her issues with her baby daddy.
I saw you take. You like, yo, let me. You
Right.
took the Casamigos like.
Because again, guys, we film these scenes, they go on, they go on. We're filming a scene, it's like going on for hours, right? So people are drinking, I get it. And like the new girls, I feel like some of them, they come to set and they're either drinking prior or, you know, they have drinks on set. So it was like Brittany, I don't know what the hell she drank prior, but she was drinking a lot at the ice skating rink. And it was like she was spilling the shit. So I'm like, girl, give me this bottle. Like, you don't need no more. So she gets Brittany going because I ask her, whose friend are you? And then it turns into a whole big bullshit production that got crazy. That it didn't even have to be that way. It was like, girl, you sticking your chest out, you getting this one started, and it's not that deep. So here it is, we're at the ice skating rink. I asked this girl, where did you come from? Whose friend are you? She wants to get all hostile. Then Brittany feels the need to put her 2 cents in. I stand 10 toes down, whatever she was talking about. I was like, wait, what? Where is this energy coming from? And then everybody's in an uproar.
Yeah, that's when Brooke stood up, and I was just like, she just went in on Vanessa. Now it's...
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. I might have to go back and look, but I feel like Cleanna or somebody stood up first, and then Brooke stood up.
No. Cleanna was sitting down, but she kind of, with the big chest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever she said, I can't verbatim say it again, but that's when Brittany was just like, got on defense mode, pretty much defending them, because they had already previously had a conversation pretty much like, oh, we're just trying to fit in, whatever. And I think that was like the time for her to just be like, growl, like she's growling. That's when stood up. Brooke stood up when Brittany stood up.
Right, okay, but wait, I just thought about something because I need to give them a little backstory. So you guys did not see this because they edited it out, but when Cleanna first came into the ice skating rink, she was being weird already. So Brooke and I were sitting there, and she just starts, talking about like where she's from, and she doesn't really have any friends, and then she wants to try and grief bond with Brooke, and she's talking about, she mentioned something about like her brother passing, and she was like fake crying, and Brooke was looking at her like, and she almost kind of made like a gesture, like kind of like, you know, I know you just, it's like, girl, what? So, you know, obviously I'm like defensive of Brooke, like, okay, she's already going through a lot. Like, girl, why would you even bring this up? It was like so weird and random. This was all cut out the episode, but this happened prior to me asking her where she came from. So after she did that goofy shit, I was like, girl, like, who do you know? Like, where'd you come from? Still coming from a good place. I wasn't rude, mean, or anything, but I was just like, she came in here with this weird ass energy, talking about her brother died, blah, blah, blah. And like, Brooke is already going through some shit. It was just weird. So basically, she gets Brittany started. It turns into drama. You know me. I'm like, listen, Jackie was saying, which I don't think you hear in the episode, she's like, Jennifer, get up, get up. So she kind of knew something was about to happen. Yeah. Me, I'm just like, okay, this can't go that left that soon.
So how did I know a drink was about to be thrown? I just knew
because I told you.
I remember you telling me from another time y'all were filming, y'all were somewhere. I thought it was glass being thrown.
No, hold on. No, in episode 1, which they totally cut out, Brittany is known to throw drinks. She threw a drink at Jackie and Jackie's friend in episode 1, which the show cut out.
Was that glass?
Now, I don't know.
Okay.
So fast forward to episode 3 at the roller skating rink, Brittany decides to throw a drink on Brooke. And this is where the episode cuts. They're going to definitely pick up because more shit happened. I mean, it would just make sense for them. They have to pick up. I don't know if they're just going to cut straight into something else because, I didn't leave. It just, I'm not going to, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to cut it. So I'm just going to, I'm going to leave it at that. But they cut with her throwing the drink in Brooke's face.
And Brooke is like,
and Brooke is from South Central. She gets down with the get down, and Brooke, like she said on the episode, is ready to get her lick back. So I guess we're gonna have to tune in to episode 4 to see if Brooke gets her lick back. I'm not gonna tell y'all.
I just want the peace, but you know.
I was giving out shots of peaceful juice.
Wait, but hold on. The way you got up, you picked your bag up. First of all, because she said I don't drink, liquor like that. I'm a champagne girl. That's like all over the internet right now. But
champagne me, please.
the way she gets up, I'm looking at Jen and I'm just like, yo.
I put my glasses on. I'm like, this is not about to be good. I have a ostrich bag. I'm like, somebody really will get their ass whooped if something fall on this bag. I'm like, you know what? I gotta go. Yeah. But I don't leave. I'm just like, okay, let me get out of the way because this looks like it's about to get a little complicated. And like, I'm good. I have on like all white. It just was crazy. But yeah, that was how episode 3 ended. So I think it was eventful. Here's the thing. I hate to be a part of drama, but at the end of the day, you put women together that know each other or don't know each other. There's bound to be some type of argument, disagreement, drama. And the reality is drama sells. Y'all don't want to watch us all be kumbaya like, hey, girl. Y'all want to see drama. So as much as people say like, oh, my God, these women do the same, y'all like the shit.
Yeah, but they don't want to see Bad Girls Club, I don't think.
No, and we don't.
And I think these newbies coming in on that energy though.
That is the problem. So the new girls are coming in with this energy, coming for the OGs, and it's like, girl, we're actually trying to embrace you. You don't have to do all of that. But I mean, they want to come with the drama, so they got the right one. Cause Brooke is going to be with the shit, and you already know she's going through a lot. She hasn't probably really.
That's the wrong bear to poke, like I said. It's not.
Yeah, no. So all in all, episode 3 was eventful, and I can't wait to see what happens. Episode 4, you're going to be making an appearance at the party that Giselle throws. So, yeah, I think it's been a great season, and it's only going to get better, guys. So you have to make sure you stay tuned. And also, stay tuned for my documentary, My True Scam Story. It comes on November 6th at 8 p.m. before Basketball Wives. And the second part of the documentary airs November 13th at 8 p.m. before Basketball Wives. I'm super excited about this. This is my passion project that I have been working on since the pandemic. And I have put so much work, energy into this project. To just see it come to life is so surreal for me because I went through so many obstacles. It was like one thing after another, and it became so much bigger than me, than my Range Rover. So many people have been impacted and hurt behind this man that I was like, you know what? I have to do this. I have to tell this story because if I could just save one person, I think I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. But my goal is to save many. This guy is a disaster. He's horrible. He's still walking the streets of Atlanta.
Still walking.
We saw him a couple weeks ago. Aaron Nichols, you are a coward and you need to stop stealing people's property and money. And I'm going to end it on that note. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, tune into our channel, leave us comments, let us know what you thought of the episode, let us know what you want to see. And yeah, don't forget, go get those mammograms. It's Breast Cancer Month. And cheers to
love.
Yes.
Got a wedding to plan.
Can't wait.
All right, see y'all in the next one.